Today, all eyes are on St. Francis. It is now 1 year after that mass shooting here at their campus.
And 2 News was there covering it all just minutes after those 911 calls came out, reporting an active shooter on the second floor of the Natalie building. He killed 4 people before taking his own life. We are covering this in a special edition of 2 News Oklahoma today.
Yeah, a lot to remember, including those who have, of course, lost their lives. We want to remember the victims of that tragedy.
Now, we are also looking back at the last 12 months. What's changed? How are people who worked inside this building coping with the effects of surviving a mass shooting?
Yeah, we've been working for the past weeks building these stories, looking back at the tragedy with all of the different views that there are. First, perhaps most importantly this morning, we're remembering those who lost their lives. Dr.
Preston Phillips, Dr. Stephanie Hewson, and Amanda Glenn, a medical assistant, all 3 going about their normal work days when it happened. The 4th victim, William Love, he was a patient there with his wife. Yeah, we're going to be talking more about the victims this morning, their stories, of course, the loved ones that they leave behind. We have a lot on that just ahead. And before we get to that, we want to give you a clear picture of exactly what happened that day. It took just a little more than 2 minutes after that 911 call for Tulsa police to arrive there on scene. A very fast response. 2 News anchor Karen Larson takes a look back at that through the timeline of events. And we're also, I'm learning for the very first time, hearing audio from the 911 calls that came in that very fateful day.
4:52 p.m. June 1st, the first 911 calls come in. 2 minutes later, the first 2 Tulsa police officers arrive at the St. Francis Health System Natalie building.
There's no time to wait.
It smelled like an indoor shooting range, and then we saw a bunch of broken glass and bullet casings.
2 more officers joined the search of the Warren Clinic Orthopedic Surgery and Sports Medicine Center, looking for the gunman and victims.
When the doors opened, I was expecting to hear gunshots, people screaming, but it was dead silence.
Just announced ourselves, said Tulsa Police, and that's when we heard the gunshot, and we just started running towards it.
They would find William Love gravely wounded while trying to protect his wife, a patient. The bodies of the gunman's physician, Dr. Preston Phillips, his colleague, Dr. Stephanie Hewson, and receptionist Amanda Glenn. Hiding under the desk, another terrified employee.
Told her to hold on to the back of me, hold on tight, and then we just got her to the exit.
While police quickly evacuated employees to Memorial High School nearby and blocked off roads, people hiding in the health system buildings texted their loved ones.
I immediately pulled a U-turn and headed over here and kind of found a way past the roads being blocked just so I could physically see her building.
As vast as that complex is, the first thought you're going to have is, oh my God, is it where she is?
Back at the clinic, police found the gunman's body. Michael Lewis had shot himself.
We have confirmed he had 1 long gun, a rifle, and 1 handgun on the scene at the time.
The crime scene spread to Muskogee, where authorities surrounded the home where Lewis had been staying, concerned about the possibility of a bomb mentioned by him in a letter that authorities say Lewis carried with him, detailing his plan to kill his doctor and anyone who got in his way. Tulsa police would later find he bought the assault rifle a few hours before he opened fire and purchased the semi-automatic handgun 3 days earlier at a pawn shop. Within minutes of those first frantic calls, dozens of Tulsa officers were on site, backed by city, county, state, even federal law enforcement officers, all ready to help. No hesitation, they rushed in.
There's no discussion of if we're going to go in, it's we will go in.
I'm proud to be on this department, proud to be in this profession.
That was Karen Larson reporting. Now, this shooting coming a little less than 2 weeks after 19 students and 2 teachers were killed at Robb Elementary in Uvalde, Texas. In the months since, police there have really come under scrutiny for not responding fast enough.
And you might remember a year ago, Chief Wendell Franklin, shortly after that shooting, had talked about what happened here at St. Francis and the officers' response, saying that it's impossible to know exactly what would have happened, but he says in his mind, those officers immediately going in, they did not hesitate, most certainly did save lives.